USJC has been privileged to enjoy a close working relationship with the U.S. Embassy in Tokyo. This friendship proved critical in the aftermath of March 11. Under Ambassador John Roos, the embassy partnered with USJC on the Tomodachi Initiative to restore hope to the next generation in Tohoku. Our next guest speaker met with Tomodachi alumni in Tohoku earlier this year on one of his first visits around the country as the new U.S. ambassador to Japan. He also hosted the USJC Board of Counselors in June, the first outside group to use the newly dedicated Norman Y. Mineta room in the ambassador's residence. And now it's my honor and privilege to introduce the United States ambassador to Japan, Ambassador Rahm Emanuel.
Wow, a teleprompter for a short welcoming speech. I will say, first of all, it's great to see everybody here back together after COVID. But I want to be honest as the United States ambassador. In the last 5 days, we had former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton here, Senator Sullivan from Alaska here, the Cabinet Secretary for the Homeland Security here, Governor Brown from Oregon here, Mayor of Houston, good friend, Mayor Turner from Houston was here, as well as Deputy Secretary Wendy was also here, Wendy Sherman. I'm for putting COVID restrictions back up in Japan. I know we all want to get together, but I'm pro-COVID restrictions for the record. I have one more week and literally I'm getting emails and communication from people I don't know, who act like I sponsor their kids going to college. I'm getting friends over there, but that's a good sign in the sense that, once again, we're traveling, we're seeing, we're meeting, and most importantly, we're creating the relationships and friendships that you cannot have unless you're in person working together. There is no greater relationship, friendship, than the US-Japan relationship. It is a relationship that is essential for the vision that we have collectively. I like to describe that the last 30 to 40 years were a period of time of alliance protection. The next 30 years will be defined and seen as alliance projection. That the US-Japan relationship is under an intense modernization. Many people focus on how that translates from a security standpoint. I think it's incumbent upon all of us who see that foundation of that relationship as one of human relationships, friendships, values, and interests, to not let it be defined only by one aspect. While it's an essential aspect, meaning security in the strategic sense, security completely means bringing all of the relationships to its utmost and highest level. Economic engagement, which is why the United States and Japan are for each other's country, the #1 direct foreign investor in both countries. That has been consistent for 3 years, and based on trends, will also be consistent for a 4th year. But if we take security and what it means that friends can rely on each other, trust each other, know each other, and build a future together. Because in the end of the day, what do we really want? We want a world that our children inherit that is better than the one we found when we got here. That is ultimately what brings us together. And it's that set of values that bring us together. I can't think of a better purpose and also time to work on that. So the next 3 years, across the waterfront of areas, from security and defense areas to economic security to cultural exchange to the projection of our values. Our relationship is under an intense modernization. It's under intense challenge. And the US-Japan relationship, because of what we've done over the last 70 years, is ready for that challenge. I look forward to working with you as the United States ambassador to build a future our children can be proud of. Thank you.
Thank thank you, Mr. Ambassador. We know how busy you are. Everybody wants to meet with you, so we really appreciate your presence here. We can see how your breadth of experience in Congress, the White House, and as Chicago's mayor makes you well qualified, the perfect person to bring the best of government and public service to the Alliance. So thank you.